Hi, good morning, and welcome to Saturday Somm-Things. This is an unusual week. I wish that I had been a fly on the wall when Matsi read the text message to say what we were tasting this week, and he saw that it was mostly non-alcoholic wines. How'd you feel about that?
There's nothing wrong with non-alcoholic wines because there's a market out there for everybody,
Absolutely.
including these, and you can do a lot with them.
We get so many people lately coming in looking specifically for the non-alcoholic wines for a variety of reasons. It's not just somebody that's gone completely dry. A lot of times it's women who are pregnant, avoiding alcohol or limiting their consumption on that. A lot of athletes. I have a lot of really fit friends, and I don't know how they do it, but they do. But they're looking for low-calorie options, and then also non-alcoholic. Like empty calories is something they tell me is something that matters when you're trying to lose weight. Not an expert on that. And then, medications, some people just abstaining for a while for health reasons, but definitely lots of people asking for it. And we now have pretty much a nice little non-alcoholic selection or section in the store now too, just up towards the front by the champagne coolers. And NA beers and gluten-free beers and low-calorie beers have been a thing for a while. And in the wine market, definitely growing. So we picked out a couple of things. Two of these do have alcohol, so these ones are local, and you know a little bit more about those. But I thought we'd start with the Groovy so dry Secco, so kind of a substitution for a Prosecco, a sparkling wine. And just reading the reviews online on this, people seem really excited about it for that NA option for brunch, for mimosas, etc. And really good feedback. In fact, James, who works in the store and is actually behind the camera right now, it's his birthday.
Yes, it is.
It is. Happy birthday, James. He said he's tasted these and actually really quite liked them too. So I'm excited to give this a taste.
They're really interesting and unique simply because there are parents out there who want to teach their children the responsibility of drinking, and they can start with one of these fine products, or you could just add this to sangria for a little extra effervescence without making it a zombie nightmare.
I think I like the thing with the non-alcoholic drinks is part of it is the ceremony. So sometimes it's a celebration and you want to have something bubbly in your glass to toast with,
Sure.
but you're looking to abstain. And nothing against Martinelli's apple cider, it's great, but I think that's kind of been the default option for a lot of people.
Right.
And it's nice to have something else to consider. And I think especially the summertime, this is like really citrusy and peachy.
It is. There's a lot of brightness, kiwi, lemon, lime. It's almost like squirt or fresca.
Okay.
It has such a nice flavor.
Yeah, I mean, it's tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would still prefer to be drinking Krug champagne when I can, but, it's tasty. I'd be quite happy to do that. We'll do a couple of wines. Now, you said this is something local. You were talking about
Correct.
Husband and wife team that do this. Biggsby's Folly, and this is their Sauvignon Blanc.
Chad and Marla Yetka own and operate Biggsby Folly. It's off of North Brighton Boulevard, 36th and Wazee. Dog friendly, and they make some amazing, amazing wines. This is their Sauvignon Blanc. And for a wine in a can, it really delivers. And with summer approaching us, hiking, biking, going to the pool, concerts in the park where glass isn't allowed, this is the perfect alternative.
It's almost like a little water bottle, like one of those little canisters that I see all the millennials walking around with. Lightweight, easy to transport.
And what do you think of the wine?
It's a kind of a grassy style of Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, it's not grapefruit juice in your face.
No.
It has balance. It has structure. But they're really known for their rosés.
Okay. Is it Colorado fruit?
It is not.
Okay.
The grapes come from California.
Okay.
And with the rosé, they're some of the oldest grapes grown in California. I think the vines are 50 years and older.
Okay.
And it's just dynamic.
So trying to make something serious out of wine. I like the packaging on here. I like to on the back it says there, leave no trace. So like you're saying with camping, you can kind of take your wines with you or your trash with you when you're done. But
It's just beautiful. Rose petals, hibiscus. You could pair this with anything.
they
I
have a
love
little
it.
heat to them.
A little,
Yeah.
but they really deliver.
Yeah. All right. From one rosé to another one, let's go to the alcohol-free one.
Okay.
So Frey, this has been around for a while. So alcohol removed. The science on this, I think, is pretty interesting. So they call it, I think it used to be reverse osmosis was one of the things you would use to de-alcoholize wine, or at least reduce the percentage. So you see that being as something that happens a lot in some of the warmer regions where they're trying to make a wine that is not as high. Like some regions will naturally produce wines that are going to be like 15, 16%. Not everybody wants to drink that much, so they'll do this practice. It's kind of frowned upon by some, and then tolerated by others. And in this case, the de-alcoholization or the spinning cone method that they use, I tried really hard to get a grasp of exactly what was going on, but it's like a cylinder of cones, and then their liquid is coming down and sheeting out, so very thin level, steam coming back up, but ultimately the alcohol is being removed from the wine, and what is left is wines that do have a little bit of alcohol. They're not completely alcohol-free, but most of them you're looking at maybe 0.5%. And this being the Frey Rosé, we have a lot of options from them, but we chose Rosé because it is the season.
That's true. It almost has a cherry juice, strawberry pomegranate flavor, which is really bright and lively.
I like this one, actually.
It is
Yeah,
nice.
it's a little bit more kind of peachy, mandarin-y, and on the palate, it's definitely a little sweeter, like without a doubt.
Right.
But I think that's probably why I enjoy the flavor of this overall.
So the last
There's
two
one.
are from Chateau Diona in California, exclusively for Argonaut. We have a Cabernet, a red blend, rosé, and a white. And this is also another great alternative for those who don't want to imbibe.
How can you say that without trying to say Chateau Diana? Oh,
Because neither of us are Michael Jackson.
that's the reason. Okay, fine. I believe music and wine go together, Mats.
They really do.
It's a song in my heart. So the Chateau Diana has a winery where they produce, we get other wines from them too.
Correct.
So our Protest, our Zombie, our Jawbreaker. So they actually do make normal wine,
Right,
wine with
right.
alcohol. And this is a love project of theirs to do, to provide something for everybody. So their winery is in Healdsburg, in Dry Creek.
Correct.
So you can go visit with them and try everything.
It's nice. You just have to close your eyes and imagine that you're actually drinking a Cabernet. And this red blend is
Yep.
a blend of a few want to be grapes. We're going to say Cabernet, Zinfandel, and Merlot.
Okay. And look that one up just really quickly. I really like Merlot. I think is the main grape in it. And I think like these, just like this, they smell a little fruity.
Right.
They'll get the job done. It's a nice substitute.
Easy drinking.
Yeah, definitely.
So if people wanted to go to the park or camping, hiking, biking with the wines in a can, that's your best bet.
You know, I was expecting to hate them and be like really offended and upset by them. I really don't mind. I think this was delicious. I would definitely revisit that. This I enjoyed a lot. I think I would make that into a little like juicy cocktail.
Sure.
Kind of like when I get home from work on a hot day and I don't want to get buzzed too quickly. I can kind of like ease into the night with that one, kind of self-regulate a little bit. And the Diana, I was kind of surprised. And those are only like $10 a bottle or so.
If that.
Yeah, so a nice cheap alternative
Right.
to making the dollar last and the events last. Well, cool. Well, happy birthday. I'm so sorry, James, that you don't get any $100 wine today, but next week we'll get you something delicious to celebrate your 25th and a half birthday. Well, thank you all very much. If you are interested in checking out the non-alcoholic wines, again, there is a section at the front of the store. Come pick them up. It's nice to have them in the house for your friends or family that are coming over that don't drink, and it shows a lot of thought and attention to have something available for them. And then yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Nice
Getting
to
out
see
of
you
bed
again.
on a Saturday morning to drink non-alcoholic wine.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers.